Oh, that was exciting, wasn't it? And now it gets even more exciting. It's got another comedian who's going to speak in English, and he's from. I mean, James, yeah, England, boo. Not so exciting, is it? Not so exotic. But now we've got somebody who, well, he lives in Linkoping, but he's come all the way from India. Woo! Big round of applause for Dukaten.
Hello everyone. It's a little bit of a history repeating here, like one Indian guy and two British. You know? So I have to make some British jokes here, to continue the momentum. So, I mean, Yanni talked about the recent elections where the Prime Minister got changed. But you all know who was the Prime Minister before, Rishi Sunak. And he was from Indian origin, right? So, I mean, what Brits did, they made one person to whom they rule the entire country, they made their Prime Minister. So, that was not a shock for Brits, it was a shock for Indians as well. Because for Indians, it became like, man, what did you do? You just raised expectations for all the Indians now. So now it's not good enough to be a CEO of a company. Now the bar is raised. Now you have to become a prime minister of a previous colonizer. So I know these Facebook, the Indian groups exist. So now there is a campaign on the France and the Portugal groups, like who is going to stand up for the prime minister elections. And one of the beautiful things which Brits did is they gave India a train, right? So they made all the railroad there. But they missed a fact that they should make the train in a way that can, accommodate all the people. So it's not like it's not like Sweden. Like when you go to a train station, the conductor comes out, looks around, is anyone running to catch the train? Is anyone left? And then put the whistle, and then the train goes. You can't do that in India. Otherwise, the train won't be able to run. If you go to the London tube, there are still like a lot of people, but have you ever seen any video, any one of you, how the local train or tube looks like in Mumbai? Anyway, I mean, if you have to board that tube, board that train, don't you dare to try yourself. You just stand in the public and then you just stay like this, and then the mob will put you in the train. If you try to, board the train by yourself, you will just fall down. And it's the same way, like when you have to get down, just don't make effort. Just stand in the middle of people, middle of the mob, and they will go down and they will take you away. And then suddenly you will find out that you are standing maybe on the next platform and in another train, because the mob is so much that you have to really decide when you have to leave the mob. Otherwise you will just be switching between the trains. Okay, that was enough British jokes. Well, the weather is changing now, it's getting cold, right? So no more warm sunny days. I guess that's the way to start a conversation with the Swedish people,
yes,
right?
That's right.
Yeah. So 2 years ago, I moved to a house, and I have a neighbor, and in these 2 years, I only talked about him about the nice weather, or when it was time to cut the grass. Sometimes he becomes very happy. He starts to talk to me like after hey, hi, hello. And then I say, like, what has happened to him? Haven't he drank wine in the morning? No. And then I say, oh, solen skiner. Denna jättefin dag idag. Därför han är så glad och pratar med mig så mycket. So when I was working in India, I have worked quite a lot with Swedish colleagues, and during the normal discussion, we used to ask them that, hey, how you doing? And their responses were different based on the mood. So sometimes they say, yeah, it's fine, it's just the usual life, And then sometimes, oh yeah, I'm doing very fine, sun is shining, it's very energetic today, And I was like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? He is happy because sun is shining. Sun shines every day. What's the big deal in this? And then guys, I moved to Sweden. And then I get my answers. And now I become oh, sun is shining today. Let's go. No time to sit in the house, let's go, let's play football, let's go hiking, you know, sun is shining today. It's such a luxury to have a shining sun. But when I moved to Sweden, I saw that how humble and polite Swedish people are. Actually, you know, always soft, very soft. I mean, I feel like you guys can win a Nobel Prize, and then you still stay humble. Like if you win a Nobel Prize and then you ask a Swede, like, how did you do that? They will, I don't know. It's not a big deal. I just split that atom from God particle while I was making fika. So I really don't know. I mean, such humble people you are. You start with I don't know and you end with I don't know, and then you take the conversation in between, like, how did he do it? Don't you dare to ask an Asian, how did you do it? They will just start, oh, I read 50 books, I did 100 experiments, and I had so much to compare, you know, and then I did my thesis, I compared the results online, and then I invented this thing. Do you want to hear more about it? I can explain it to you. Come, my friend, come, let's explain it. So, I mean, Ben revealed that I am from India. I was actually planning to ask, should I ask the first row? I mean, a big round of clap for the people sitting in the first row. You guys didn't have a choice because all the back seats were taken. So now I have to modify my joke on the fly. Like, okay, I am from India, but how do you recognize someone is from India or from nearby countries? Any idea? Or you just assume that he must be from that country? I mean, it's not your fault. You cannot recognize, because we guys from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, we come in 50 shades of brown. So you don't recognize it. It's the same for us, like when we see a European, it's just a 50 shades of white, you know, we can't really make a difference. So, but we can tell about Albania. I have heard a lot about it. So where I was, so I came to Sweden, you know, as a new Fikan. So it's been 11 years since then, but I still very bad in getting few words. I still cannot pronounce F and then A with a circle on top. My kids make fun of me. I always say faden, and they said, no, it's not fa, it's four, Papa. When you learn it? It's been 11 years now, you know. So
A few moments later.
So summer comes in. I mean, I do miss summer. Summer comes in, everything becomes so magical and beautiful. People go on vacation, but then it affects quite a lot when people go on vacation, you know. I have been through a very particular situation that when people go on vacation, Posten gets affected. They can't really deliver the packages, you know, because people are on vacation. So once it happened that I was about to receive a package from India, I got a brief saying that you have to pay toll. I paid the toll, and then I was waiting, but nothing happened. 2 weeks passed by, and then I ring the Kunshans saying that, hey, I haven't received my package. And they said, yeah, but you have to pay the toll. That is what I can see. But I said, yeah, but I have paid the toll. Can't you see it? Isn't your system automated? And then no, when the tool worker will see that the tool has received, they will release it and we will send it back to you. Just wait for a few days. And then another week passed by, and then I called them again. And then I said, no, this is not right. I mean, you are a country who has, you know, developed Skype and a lot of things. So I don't expect this from you. And then her response blew my mind away. He said, the hen logare on your case is on semester. So when he comes in, then he will put in the computer that the tax has been paid, and then we will release it. And I was like, what? You don't have other people? No, it's summer. People are on a semester. Okay, then what should I do now? Wait for a few more days. So, you know, when you come here, you get such surprises. You can know that Sweden is literally different from other part of the world. Well, like there was no corona, right? It was literally different. And it could be different. I mean, semester is semester. You don't care if something is working or not. It's my semester. I mean, in my office, the autoresponder I see from the svensk colleagues, I am going on my vacation. I will not have any access to phone or email. So please don't try to reach to me because I'll be somewhere in the jungle doing something else. Completely cut out of the world. If you look at the American way, I see you. They will always, doesn't matter in which part of the world they will go, they will be taking meetings over Teams or Skype. Hey, what's the update on the delivery, you know? So the IT American works like that way. They are always working all the time. So coming in here, I guess most of you drive the car here, right? So when I came in here, it was a time for me to also take some driving lessons. So, you know, to get into the process. But it was not that bad for me because I managed to pass my driving test in first attempt. You know, that was a big deal. And the reason was that because I have been driving in India. So I managed to pass it in first attempt there. But now, after driving so long here, I cannot drive in India now. Because my subconscious mind is trained to the European driving or the Swedish driving, you know, ta det lugnt. Don't stress. So last time when I was in India, I was driving the car and my subconscious mind stopped the car on a zebra line. Yeah. And then I asked the guy, please cross the road, sir. And he got surprised. What the fuck are you doing? You go. Why you stopping for me? And I said, no, you go. I have stopped the car. No, you go. What are you doing? And then my brother said, what are you doing? You just stopped in one of the left lane. There are two other lanes. He cannot pass the, cross the road because the other traffic has to stop. I said, oh yeah, sorry, it's my subconscious. And then he was like, what the hell has happened to you? We lost you to the Euro for 10 years and you lost all of your Indian driving skills. What is this? You will not be able to drive here. Come on. So keep driving. People will just pass the road by themselves. Okay. Driving here in Linkoping, everyone knows Dukaten, Lane Park. Yeah. Anyone works there here? No? I thought I could convey my messages or my frustration to that guy here. Here. I mean, don't you feel like, Dukaten, I mean, they are running a white collar scam. Anyone? Do you think? No? Yeah, Swedish people won't think they won't mind, finding a parking, they will roam around. I feel that. I mean, they sell this parking subscription for a different zone. But they don't tell you that you will not get the parking in that zone. So why you buy a parking subscription? So that you can get a place to park, you don't get late to your office. So everyone is coming to the office at the same time, like 8 a.m. And then you go to the parking zone, you see one lane, no available, you drive around, no. And then there is no parking space available at all. And then you have the parking zone monthly subscription. But you can't park there, so what's the use of it? Then you try to, roam around into the nearby area to find a parking spot. And then, you find other people also doing the same. So once what happened was that I was doing the rounds, and then there was another guy doing the rounds, so we came across each other. I was in this direction, he was in direction. He rolled down the window. I thought like he may be police, and he's asking like, what are you doing? And I rolled down my window and said, bro, in which areas you have been there? Did you find any parking? I have been in those areas, I didn't find any parking. Share me yours, so that I don't end up finding a parking space there. And then I thought, okay, maybe let's go to the parking house. Maybe it could be an expensive day, So, I mean, it's one of the things, like, you can get a subscription and then you ask to them, like, why can't I get a parking? Well, you can drive to the other end of the city, you park your car, take your bus, and then come to work. I mean, why? Why I have to do that? And on top of that, the funny thing is that, I guess, have you ever come out of Linkoping airport? Most of you?
Yes.
Yeah? The moment you land there, you in the baggage reclam area, you see a very big bold line, Linkoping, where idea becomes innovation.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why Lane Park cannot convert this idea into an innovation that all the streets where the parking is forbidden between 1st October and 30th October. But you can't put that into an app. So by any chance you missed that notification or you missed that signboard, of course it's always the driver's, the theory book of driving says it's your fault if you don't find the notification. But you end up paying a fine and then you end up paying for the parking as well. So isn't it like, what is this? Why this idea is not turning into innovation? So they should really, I thought if someone might be from Dukaten here to, express that by themselves. Okay, I guess it's time for the
God, I love the ending to that set of just like, okay. It's the best ending ever. Okay. Look, thank you.